save for a rainy day, that's the most basic financial advice out there. And for our ADHD brains, it's a complete lie because the problem isn't saving. The problem is the rainy day. It's vague. It's a maybe. It's a future concept our time blind brains can't actually see or feel. So when that rainy day finally hits and it's a $500 locksmith bill because you lost your keys at a cheer competition with two sick kids, you don't feel prepared. You feel like you failed again. The shame spiral starts. I'm so irresponsible. I'm bad with money. I can't do this adult thing. But what if the failure wasn't you? What if it was the advice? I'm going to show you how to flip that script. We're moving from a vague, shame inducing nightmare to a specific, permission based system that actually works with your ADHD. Welcome to The Distracted Dollar, the podcast where we talk about money through the lens of ADHD, real life, and real struggles. I'm Vanessa, your ADHD money coach, and we're here to move from chaos to control. So let's break down why Save for a Rainy Day sets us up to fail every single time. It's simply a psychological mismatch. A rainy day is this abstract, time-blind idea. It's a someday, maybe. Our brains don't do well with the someday, maybe. We operate in right now, urgency, and concrete specificity. So when we try to follow this advice, we put money into a big bucket labeled savings. And what does that bucket feel like? It feels scary. It's this giant abstract thing with a big invisible sign that says, don't touch. It's restrictive, so we avoid it or we feel guilty looking at it. Then the crisis happens. The dog eats a sock. The key gets lost. And we have to reach into that don't touch bucket. And in that moment, it doesn't feel like we're using savings for their purpose. It feels like a personal financial failure. We touched the untouchable thing. We broke the rule. That's where the shame comes from. Contrast that with how our brains actually work. We understand car repair fund. We get the vet bill fund. That's specific. That's a container with a clear job. Our brains love containers. The core reframe here is everything. You are not bad at savings. You have been trying to use a system that was built for a different kind of brain. It's like trying to follow a map written in a language you don't know how to read. The problem isn't the traveler, it's the map. So we, ADHDers, need a new map, a system built for how we actually think. And I call it the permission-based sinking funds. And it acts as a shame shield between you and the predictable chaos of life. It has three non-negotiable parts: names, automation, and amounts. Get these three things right, and you build a financial system that works for you, not against you. First, names. This is about the container. The name cannot be savings. It has to be so specific and visual, your brain immediately knows what it's for. It's not car fund, it's Nissan Armada tires, because you know that giant SUV goes through them. It's not pet money, it's Great Dane's stomach, Because with a dog that big, an emergency vet visit isn't an if, it's a when. I fund that category every month, knowing that an $800 vet bill is inevitable. The name gives the money a job. It gives you permission to spend it on that one thing. Second, automation. This is the brain's bypass. The money must move automatically. The same day your paycheck hits your account, you don't get to decide every 2 weeks whether to save. That's an executive function task we fail at when we're tired or stressed. You set it up once. On payday, $50 goes to the Nissan Armada tires. Before you even see it, you're not saving, you're just scheduling the crisis in advance and quietly funding it. You remove the decision, and in doing that, you remove the struggle. The third thing is amounts. This is where we flip traditional budgeting on its head. Most budgets say cover your bills, spend your money, save what's left. That's zilch. Nothing is usually left. So we do a reverse budget. You fund your sinking funds first. You decide, okay, $75 to the car, 40 to the house, 60 to the medical fund. You automate those amounts out immediately. Then you take what's left, you use that for your groceries, your gas, your spending money. This is the ultimate permission slip because now the money is sitting in the Nissan tires. Has one job. And when you finally have to buy those tires, spending that money isn't a failure. It's the plan working perfectly. You're just releasing the funds to do the exact job they were hired to do. There is no guilt, no shuffling other money around, no feeling like you've messed up again. The shame has nowhere to stick. So, how do you actually start this? You don't build the whole perfect system tonight. You start with what I called the 3 panic buttons. These are the predictable emergencies that cause the biggest stress in an ADHD household. Fund these first, and you will pull the teeth out of so much chaos. Category 1 is auto maintenance. My husband's Nissan Armada needed new tires last year. That bill was over $1,200. If that hits out of nowhere, it's a 5-alarm financial fire. But if you have an Armada tires fund, it's just a transaction. To find your number, look back at the last year. How much did you spend on car stuff? Divide that by 12. If that number scares you or you have no idea, start with $50 a month. Just 50. In a year, that's $600 sitting there waiting to save you from panic attack. Category 2 is home repairs. Something will always leak. A faucet, a toilet, the roof. It's not an if, it's a when. A small automated amount, even $25 a month, builds tiny roof for that storm so you're not scrambling when it pours. And category number 3 is medical and vet. This is for the copays, the prescriptions, and yes, the urgent vet visit because your Great Dane ate something he shouldn't have. The bigger the dog, the bigger the vet bill. But this fund also covers the big, scary human medical bills we don't want to think about. When my son needed inpatient mental health care, the bill was massive. Emotionally, we were in crisis. Financially, it was a neutral event because we had a medical sinking fund. Paying that bill was just a transaction. The money was already there, waiting for its job. It separated the financial shock from the emotional storm, and that is priceless. The step by step is this: pick your three categories, name them specifically: Toyota brakes, kitchen fund, human and dog medical. Then set up one automatic transfer for your next payday. It can be $10. The goal isn't a perfect number. The goal is to start the container so that when chaos hits, the money already has a home. You're building a shame shield, one automatic transfer at a time. So let's revisit that $500 key crisis with the new lens. The real cost wasn't the crisis. The real cost was the $150 a month going quietly into my auto maintenance fund. That monthly cost brought us a calm nervous system. It bought no marital stress over money. It completely eliminated the shame spiral. It did the exact same thing when my son's medical bill hit. The rainy day didn't disappear. Life is still chaotic, but the financial panic around it did. The system handled the money so we could handle the emotion. Your homework is simple. Comment below with the one category you're starting this week: auto, home, or medical. This is how we build life where our ADHD brains don't bankrupt us. We're not broken. We just need better roofs for the rain. Until next time, from chaos to control.